Wishing we were 16 again. Smelling your scent, I'm breathing in. Girl, you really did me damage. I knew I wanna get married. Fairy tale I needed then. Girls like you were my weakness. You left me for dead. Show yourself instead. You were all I had. I was all my hands, yeah. Relationship went Titanic. On me it was tragic. Switched up on me, you're manic. You ain't never had no manners. Took a long time to forgive you. Nights like these I miss you. Hear that you're now. Here I really left you in a whirlwind. I'm sorry. We used to skip class. Night would fall, you sneak up out the house. And Apollo lost and found. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Showed yourself instead.
Now it's time to meet the starters for the teams, beginning with the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, Jalen Smith. At the other forward position, number 00. At shooting guard, Buddy Hield. At the other guard position, Tyrese Halliburton. At center, Miles Turner. The head coach of the is Rick Carlisle. Basketball fans, it's the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. At guard, 6'5", number 33, Gary Trent Jr. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 4, Scotty Barnes. At forward, 6'7", number 3, O.G. Anunoby. At guard, 6'1", number 23, Fred VanVleet. The big man in the middle, at 6'9", number 43, Pascal Siakam. The head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Nick Nurse. These are your Toronto Raptors.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. And the early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. You look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Indiana, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Hield. Then it's Turner. And it's Smith. And for the Raptors, guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. What's the most important thing, Clark, the player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
Well, I think one is making sure you're in really good shape, and then getting comfortable with your teammates is another element, and getting your chemistry and timing back. Those are probably the most important things.
Pass to Turner. No block shot. And he knocks down the jumper.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Now here's Barnes. Over Smith. That one misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, your north side crew. All right, fans, that was
And it's the Pacers with the ball.
Make some noise.
Smith with a screen on Van Vliet. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Siakam outside. Van Vliet looking around. On the wing, Hield. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Smith kicks to Hield. Turner with a screen for Hield. Pass to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
Tyrese.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded close. They double-team Van Vliet. Trent finds Anunoby. Back to Trent, and it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Turner with a screen on Van Vliet. Halliburton passes to Smith. Siakam against Halliburton. Good D by Siakam. Toronto then gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Some changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Young comes in for Barnes. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Anunoby. McConnell against Van Vliet. Back to McConnell. And there's the pass to Brissett. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Porter passes to Achua. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Making the correct read right there. Otto Porter showing you his basketball IQ.
Passes it to Duarte. Fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and you really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And Tice throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now here's Van Vliet. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago.
And you know what? In that last game, he was also all over the place on defense, mucking up the passing lanes and getting all kinds of steals, too.
Oh, big fella throwing it down hard.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Tice. Right at the free throw line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Van Vliet passes to Young. Over Jackson. Here's Achua. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, T.J. McConnell.
It's all about just reading the way they're passing the ball in. If I see a moment of weakness or they dislodge and give me a chance to get in and get my hand in there, I try to take advantage of it.
He does, but he is all hustle.
An undrafted back in 20. What's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court right now for the Pacers, they've got Tyrese Halliburton. Jackson is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Duarte in at the shooting guard position.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Now, here's Boucher. Tries from 10, and the rejection by Jackson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Basket good. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shots good by Turner.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunity.
Now here's Van Vliet. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alderman.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he's done on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. Barnes finds Boucher. Back to Barnes. Boucher sets a screen for Barnes.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead. And Turner is an athletic behemoth. What a word. And he's really good when it comes to finishing off alley-oop.
Now here's Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. In fourth, the Raptors, the Pacers in fifth.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Young comes in for Chris Boucher. Porter's checked in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the paint, will it go? And it's sent back by Turner. Now, here's Nesmith. Guarded by Porter. Duarte gets the three-pointer to fall. Duarte's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:39 left in the first half of the game. And Toronto turns it over again.
And let's check out some stats. Young, he had a strong showing last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you can't downplay the
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league.
Here's Porter. The shot missing. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shoots the three. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Such a calming influence on the floor. Halliburton plays great, way older than his age.
And remember, Halliburton spent 2 years in college. Most of the time we see one-and-done guys. But that second year can do wonders for your career. I stayed for the full 4 years, and that extra experience went a long way. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Turner with a screen on Anunoby. And stolen by Achua. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Trent with it. Outguarded by Hield. The dunk by Achua.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And it's Trent in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Indiana Pacers.
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots.
As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Nice shot by Smith.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
It's deflected.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the Raptors call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Get back for your Northside crew.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Number 1, Miles Turner. And, of course, Chris Boucher.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
Here's Barnes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Here's Brissett. Boucher defending. Brissett, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Brown drives in. Brown jams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And here's Barnes for 3. That shot, no good. Indiana leading by 23. Covered by Siakam. Inside. Jackson gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The kick out to Barnes, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
First in points off turnover, 4th in steals, and they showed up top 5 in blocks. The interior defense was truly an asset for this group. Boy, did they contest every shot in the paint.
And those points off turnovers, GA, that ranking tells you a lot about how aggressive they were last season, causing problems with their defense and then attacking. Here's Brissett. Boucher defending. Just 4 to shoot. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Boucher.
Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. Fires the three. The shot off that time.
He in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Duarte, guarded by Porter, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Brooks comes in for Barnes. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Van Vliet. The rebound by Turner.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
No one covered. 10 points for him.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Indiana with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana, we've got Buddy Hield. Smith is out there with Nesmith. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's McConnell in at the point.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Tice in the corner. Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Porter. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question, and I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
They get it again. Birch.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Brissett passes to Tice. Screen by Tice to the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And a wide open look for Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You need shooters to win in this league. That's a given. And Porter certainly can provide that floor spacing for you. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Poked loose and stolen by McConnell. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Flynn. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Pacers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Trent's checked in for Toronto. And Van Vliet comes in for Flynn. That's checked in for the Pacers. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Halliburton kicks to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishments.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Raptors.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Van Vliet wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Halliburton slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.